Have you ever apologized for speaking English slowly? Maybe you said, "Sorry, my English isn't very good," before you even answered the question. Or maybe you started speaking, then you noticed you were talking more slowly than everyone else, and immediately you thought, "They probably think my English is terrible," so you tried to speak faster, much faster, too fast. Your words became unclear. You forgot what you wanted to say, and instead of sounding more confident, you felt even more nervous. Does this sound familiar? If it does, I want you to hear something important. Speaking slowly is not the same as speaking badly. In fact, they are completely different things. My name is Emma, and this is Train Your English Brain. I want to tell you about a student named Alex. Alex spoke English much more slowly than his classmates. When the teacher asked a question, everyone answered quickly. Alex usually waited a few seconds. Then he spoke, slowly, carefully. One day he told me, "Emma, I know people think I'm bad at English because I speak so slowly." I asked him a question. "Who told you that?" He looked surprised. "No one." "So you decided that for them?" He smiled. "I guess I did." That happens more often than you think. Many English learners confuse speed with ability. They believe that fast English means good English, and slow English means poor English. But real life doesn't work that way. Think about someone giving an important presentation. Do they rush through every sentence? No, they slow down. They pause. They choose their words carefully. They give people time to listen. That doesn't make them sound weak. It often makes them sound confident. I asked Alex to watch interviews with successful business leaders, not to study vocabulary, not to study grammar, just to notice how they spoke. The next week, he came back with a surprised look. He said, "They're not speaking as fast as I thought." Exactly. Confident speakers are not always fast speakers. They are clear speakers. There is a big difference. Fast is about speed. Clear is about communication. And communication is always the real goal. I think many learners make one mistake. When they become nervous, they try to speak faster. They think, if I speak quickly, people will think I'm fluent. But something strange happens. The faster they try to speak, the more mistakes they make. They skip words, they forget grammar, they lose pronunciation, and sometimes they stop completely. Alex did exactly the same thing. When he felt nervous, he rushed. His sentences became messy. People asked him to repeat himself, not because his English was bad, but because he was trying to move faster than his brain could follow. So I gave him a challenge. For 1 week, I wanted him to speak 10% slower than usual. He laughed. "Slower? I'm already slow." "Trust me," I said. He agreed to try. The first day felt uncomfortable. He thought everyone would notice. Nobody did. The second day, something interesting happened. People interrupted him less. The third day, his colleagues stopped saying, "Sorry?" Not because his English had improved overnight, but because they could understand him more easily. That is something many learners forget. The listener is part of the conversation too. Speaking is not a race. It is cooperation. Your job is not to finish first. Your job is to help the other person understand you. A few weeks later, Alex told me something I loved. He said, "I don't feel rushed anymore." That sentence made me smile, because rushing creates stress. Stress creates mistakes. Mistakes create even more stress. It becomes a circle. But slowing down breaks that circle. You breathe, you think, you speak, and suddenly conversation feels easier. I want to tell you another story. One day I met a woman from Italy. She spoke English quite slowly, but every sentence was clear. Every word was easy to understand. She smiled, she listened carefully, she never rushed. After our conversation, I realized something.
I had understood every single thing she said. Later that day, I spoke to someone else. He talked much faster, very fast, but I often had no idea what he was saying. So who was the better communicator? The slower speaker, without question, because communication is measured by understanding, not by speed. This is why I want you to stop comparing yourself to people who speak very quickly. Some of them have spoken English for 20 years. Some use English every single day. Some grew up speaking more than one language. Your journey is different. Your speed does not define your ability. I asked Alex to try one more exercise. Every evening, he recorded himself answering one simple question. What did you do today? But he had one rule. He was not allowed to hurry. If he needed a moment to think, he took it. If he needed a breath, he took it. If he wanted to pause between ideas, he paused. At first, listening to the recordings felt strange. He thought, I sound slow. But after 2 weeks, he noticed something new. He also sounded calm, friendly, natural. His speaking had not become faster, it had become better. And those are not the same thing. I think this is one of the biggest misunderstandings in language learning. People chase speed when they should be chasing clarity. Speed usually comes with practice. You don't have to force it. Think about learning to drive a car. On your first day, you don't drive fast. You drive carefully. You check the mirrors. You think before every action. With time, you become smoother. Then naturally, you become faster. Speaking English works the same way. You cannot force fluency by forcing speed. Fluency grows from thousands of clear conversations, one conversation at a time, one sentence at a time, one word at a time. Months later, Alex told me something I will always remember. He said, I still speak more slowly than some people, but I don't feel embarrassed anymore. That is real confidence. Not pretending to be fast, not pretending to be perfect, simply accepting where you are today while continuing to improve tomorrow. So the next time you notice yourself speaking slowly, don't apologize. Don't panic. Don't try to race through your sentence. Instead, take a breath, finish your thought, speak clearly. Because people remember clear communication far more than fast communication. Slow speaking is not failure. Careful speaking is not weakness. And speed is not the measure of good English. Understanding is. So here's my challenge for you. The next time you have an English conversation, don't try to speak faster. Try to speak more clearly. Notice your pronunciation. Finish each idea. Give yourself permission to think. You may discover something surprising. When you stop chasing speed, finally, confidence has room to grow. My name is Emma. I will see you in the next episode.